This is day 4 of 100 days of design. So the exercise for day 4 is currency converter. And mind you, 100 days of design is also the same thing as daily UI design. Daily UI design, with daily UI design, they give you exercise daily for 100 days so that you could master the UX and also the tools you're using for design. So depending on the tool you are using, so the steps are the same, the laws of UI UX is still the same. You just choose which one of the tools is perfect or more easier for you to use. So we are designing a mobile view of a currency converter today. So before I'll do anything, I'll make sure I create a frame which will represent the screen. So iPhone 13 Pro Max. Then let me rename this and call this currency converter. So afterward, we know what a currency converter means. So we design a screen of a mobile app that will have interface where user can actually enter amount of some money and change them to equivalent currency of other countries. While converting this currency, so we can have at most as the number of currency we have in the world. But due to this design, we are designing just an interface. Interaction is not involved. So we'll limit our design to 2 countries. I mean the currency to 2 countries, Nigeria and the United States of America dollar. So the currency converter will be between Nigerian naira and US dollars. So before we do anything, I would like to have some colors chosen. So we can come and get some blues, just like this. Excuse me. So we have this. I'll have a text here to indicate the section we are on the app. So say currency converter. So I'm zooming in and zooming out, holding down Command or Control and scrolling the mouse. So I'll make this 20 pixels. Then a bold text like this. So the next thing I have some inputs where user can type in the amount they want to convert. And mind you, it's very necessary and okay to create uh, to create a layout, or let me say column layout for your screen, so that guides you while you are designing or while you are placing objects on the screen. So I'll click on the layout grid here and I'll create a column with 6 counts and 16 pixels margin and also 16 pixels of gutter. So we have done that. Now the next thing is this input, make it 52 pixels of height. Then I want to make sure we have up to this level. Then I will minus, because we have it drawn, the input we have it drawn from the from the point of the first column here to the last column, giving us 396 pixels of width. So I'm going to minus 16 from, I mean 32 from this, so that the subtraction will be from both sides, and I will centralize it just like this. So we have this input. So next thing I will give it border radius or corner radius of 8 pixels. So we have amount that will be typed inside. So I'm going to paste text inside, say for example 100 $100, and I'll centralize it vertical. Then make sure the x coordinate is 16 pixels. So we have this. The size is 20, and I'm going to make this and I want to use complete black. So I will use kind of 55. I think this is okay. So and we need a label here that will tell us what the input is for. So we have amount. So I'm going to autocorrect this, and this I'm going to make it 14 pixels. 14 pixels. The space between them is 8 pixels. This is okay. I'm going to align them to the left. Then this, I don't want it to be a small letter, so I'll change it here to capital letter. And again, it should be regular. So I think this is okay. Then the next thing, we're going to have the currency which are changing between each between each each countries. So, but before that, I will get the map from a plugin. I mean, sorry, a flag of the countries from a plugin that I've installed, Iconify. I'll load Iconify, and for a meantime, it will load. So this is Iconify. So I'm gonna search Nigeria. So these are flags of Nigeria. I'll copy one of them out. Then I'm going to search America. I'm not seeing anything. Let me try USA. Let me try United States. So we have United States. So I've gotten the two icons that we're going to use for the countries. Now from here, I'm also going to need a drop down. I'm going to need a drop down. So this drop down is taking the same size as this. Then I'm dividing this by 2. I'm dividing the width by 2. Since I'm going to have 2 of it, I'll divide it by 2. Then I'll minus 16 from 8. 16 pixel from it. So this is what I'm going to have. So that when I have the other one, so I'll have 32 pixel between the two of them. You can see we have 32 pixel between them. Now I'm going to design for the first one, then later copy and paste for the other one. So the size of this is 36. I'm going to make it 44. Let's try and increase this 52. So we have this. So the other one too, we're going to uh, increase it to 52 pixels. Now we have this. You are converting from Nigerian naira. So here I'm going to have NGN, which means Nigerian naira, and I'm going to put a sign of a drop down. So I'm using a rectangle in this sense. So the color, I want to make it 50. Then I'm going to flip it by uh, by rotating it 180 degrees. Then corner radius, I'm going to apply it. So this is what we have. So this is NGN, Nigeria Naira. So having done this, I'm going to copy this and paste it to the other side here. Make sure it aligns with the right of this input. Then I'm going to cut this by pressing Ctrl or Command X. Sorry, we have something here. This Ctrl X, Command X, Command V. So I'll set it right here. Then I'm going to recopy it. So initially the flag was not inside the input. I mean, it was not inside the drop down. As I copied it, it didn't move with it, and I want it to move together with it. That's why I did that. So I'm going to cut this one, Command X. Then I use it to replace this, Command Shift R to replace, and this is going to be USD. So you're changing from Nigerian naira to American dollars. Now, the next thing I would like to have here is the currency for each country, amount at which each of them changes. So I'm going to auto layout this so that it state centers. I'm going to say 1 NG NGN, 1 Nigerian naira. It's the same thing as 0.0014 USD. So, meaning when you have one Nigerian naira, to convert to USD, you have to divide it by the amount at which it is divided in Nigeria. So, I'm going to copy this also. I hold down my shift and alt to copy. So, doing auto layout there too. So again, this is going to be 1 USD, the same thing as 740 NGN, Nigerian Naira. So that is that and that. But I'm going to read the size of this to 12 pixel, as we can see. Then the next thing, we're going to have a button. This button, I'm going to copy this input, and this will stay centers. Sorry, yes, center align. I'm saying say purchase currency. So the size going to be 16 pixels and going to be regular instead of bold. Regular, I want to make it uppercase true. Since it's uppercase, the size will increase. So I'll have to reduce this to 14 pixels and center align it. The button, we have to change the color of the button with something nice like this, and the color of the text on the button should be more showing. Now what we have here, I'm going to auto layout this, Shift A. So I'm auto layouting this one to Shift A. Excuse me. So the space between these two going to be 32 pixels. The space of these to them going to be 52 pixels, and all of this I'm going to group them. Control G. Now, before we go, we need where the total amount that is equivalent to the conversion is shown. So I'm going to copy this out, Control C, and I'll paste it at this point. Why I didn't use Control V is that if I use Control V, it will paste to the point I copied it. And this is the place I want to use it. So I have to right click at that point and do paste so that I have it on that particular post. Now, I'm going to change this. Let's say we're changing $100. So that's going to be 740 multiplied by 100, which is going to be 74,000 naira. I'm going to increase the size of this to, let's say, 40 pixels. Now I'm going to put a label under it to show that, okay, this is the result of the conversion. So let me say converted currency. So, and we have to put the currency type there, which is USD, and the size of this is going to be 14 pixel, and it's going to be regular 12 pixel regular, and this color also will have to change. So instead of using complete white, I will use F2, FC, F4. So it's a kind of white, but not a complete white. So the color code I'm going to copy it, F2, FC, F4. I'll copy it and I'll select this frame. So whatever white I have there, which is FFFF, I'll change them to that F2, FC, F4. That is done. So we have this currency converter, then we have whatever we have here. So I'll hide the grid by pressing Shift G. Then another thing that I want to do to beautify this is to place this image inside this thing like this. I'll centralize it, vertically centered and horizontally centered. So that I'll send it to back by pressing open curly bracket. Then I'll play around with the layer blend. So this is multiply. You see, this is beautiful like this. So here is it. So what I would like to add next is the navigation bar at the bottom here. So the navigation we're going to put there. So we're going to have home, account, the section for convert, and also profile and menu. We're going to have that 5 something there. So we're going to have home and accounts. So we're going to have convert. So we're going to have profile, and also we're going to have menu. So these are the 5 things we're going to have for the navigation bar. So I'm going to break this text into single by using this text cutter plugin. So I want to split it. So this has been split into 5 different texts. Now I'll need icon for this, so I'm going to use the same iconifier. So what I want to search home. So I've found one here. I'm going to use this. So the next thing I'm going to search accounts. So I'm using this. Then the next thing I'm searching is currency. And currency. So I'm copying this. So profile. Searching profile. I don't know, say a better one. I'll search user. So I have users here. So I'm going to use this. Let me check if I still can find better one. So I'm using this. So the last thing is menu. I'm gonna search menu. I will copy this. So we have the 5 already. So the size of each of these is by default 24 pixel, 24 pixel by 24, 24 by 24. But this is 256. I'm reading it as 24. So that is that. And now I want to increase all of them at the same time. I want to give them 32 pixels of size. Then this text will come under each of these. So the text is going to be 12 pixels, 12 pixels and regular. So under home, we're going to have something like this. So everything I lay together, Shift A for auto layout. So we have account, Shift A for auto layout. Then we have convert, select to Shift A for auto layout. Profile also, Shift A for auto layout, and it should be centered. Then the last one, which is menu, select everything, Shift A, and it should also be center. So every layout should be top center like this. This is top center. Then all together we're going to give them auto layout, Shift A. Then this should be top center also. I'm placing them in this. So all the black there, we want them to be white also. FF. Use it. Make sure it's centered. Then let me bring out the columns so that we can see them. So we have this. I'm gonna zoom it so that it touches this very end. Then I'm going to increase the horizontal spacing between them. Sorry, this is so till I have something like this. So here is it. But currently we are at the convert. We are at the convert. We are doing conversion. So this should looks more different from the others. So I'm going to give this color, and all others that have white. So I'm going to reduce their opacity to 40 pixels so that one stand out and telling us we are doing conversion at that point. And also I want to make this text a bold one so that it shows we are on convert, or we are about to convert currency. So sorry about this. I want to remove this amount that will be type A will just be normal amount. So nothing like $100 there. And the 00, I'm also Or okay, this 00 is okay. You can have points, and I think that's a start. So by the grace of God, the next video will be on the fifth day 5 of 100 days of design, which is going to be icon design. So app icon design is the next exercise, and we're going to do that the next video. So don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the bell icon so that when I upload new videos, you get notified. Thank you.